against Trump. Now, I was
Leroy back with another video.
Hey, I was
there we go.
Hey, you know what they did to me? I represented myself in court. Lori Saban.
Don't pull your mouth.
Well, okay.
Don't pull your mouth.
Okay, Lori Saban. The discharge for she had nothing to do with it. It started in a simple switch and bait.
Sidewalk debate.
Oh my God! If you get into the Verizon story, you know how much wire? Billions for free, copper, and you know they don't make pennies out of copper. And so by putting the microwaves in, if a storm, earthquake, the towers are knocked out, there's no more landlines. That was a wonderful thought. So you're saying that you're against anything Martin Luther King had to say. Did you hear what he said? If you make 20,000 and I make 20,000, if we were in England, we would qualify for the House of Commons because we would be considered common. If you're rich, you're not common. That is crazy. There's more. Look up the word in the dictionary. There are more common people in this country than there are rich. So why is it that we have rich in both? And you're saying, well, the blacks should fight with the whites. In 67.
In the last two elections, who got the most votes? The last two elections.
Okay, let's talk about. Let's go back to 67.
Your vote don't mean a motherfucking thing.
Let's go back to 67. I was alive, driving for Courtrell Clark. 4 lanes here, 4 lanes here. Left-hand turn lane, big sidewalk. Furniture store on fire on one side. A meat packing plant on the other side. I was there live in person. The flame, it was the best riot, the greatest riot in American history till Rodney King. The flames came up over the street, and like a canopy. I drove, it was wider than this street. I drove my truck down there. What?
What's so great about a riot?
It was the common people coming out and say, hey, we don't want no more war. When you didn't have the women in charge, I'm not going to blame it on them. World War II, they won it in 2 years, and they won globally. You know how long it took to win the Vietnam War? 20 years. You know how many women were in Congress when that war started? 0. You know, now we're flooded. We got Nancy Pelosi. She can't do her job. Okay, you want to talk against her? Then I'll go there. When was the only time she balanced the budget? What was Monica Lewinsky doing there? You know, I worked in Michigan, and it's not against the law. In California, they had the same problem. You know what the governor did? He issued vouchers. That's like an IOU. That means, hey, these guys. So, if you're a public employee and they tell you you're going to stay on the job for 48 hours, or a snow emergency, you stay, and you know what? You hit somebody with your truck because you fall asleep and kill them. Because you're a public employee, you cannot be held responsible. A cop, he says, oh, my life's in danger. So he puts a stick on the guy's neck, kills him. He's above you because he has, I say make him equals, but then he says, oh, then you'd have all these cops. Hey, you know where I am today? I am here, and I had to leave the state. My liver, when I got here, they drained it. The first time, they extradited me. The second time I got away, they drained my liver, got my kidneys working right. That's Washington. Another thing, so you ever heard of flipping a script? Do you know what chicken scratch is? Chicken scratch. If you don't know how to make out a set of pleading papers, you can go down to the Supreme Court, a federal court. You'll have a better chance there, and I won. You go to federal court, you make your pleading papers. When you talk in your mouth, look at this guy. He's acting like it goes someplace because I'm talking about. It goes to the air means nothing.
He got the air. Can I just say one thing?
You gotta say something. Now you say something.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Donald Trump is the type of person that will open the lock, let you in, and then change the combination. You see what I'm saying? So you think that he's doing something for black people. You know, his first thing that he did was he stood against racial equality and for police brutality. When he stood against the NFL players who've been protesting against it.
Right.
That's the very first. So you can't say, that's undisputable. You can't say that he's not racist.
Right. He's not, given
okay,
in forms like that.
What do you have to say about that?
Well, I look at a lot of stuff. He's used his own money, and then and you can Google it, to put air purifiers in the hospital. This is before we had this, what is this, SARS virus? What's this new virus called? SARS?
COVID-19.
COVID-19. Before COVID-19.
COVID-19 is actually the next strand of
So if
of-
I sneeze and I
of
put
SARS.
germs in the
It's-
air,
it's the
they
mutated
had
strand.
the germs come through this thing. You've seen static electricity where you pick up your hair, right?
Right.
The paper. It's charged. It's given a static charge, and it's positive. I guess positive or negative. Then as it goes down the air, it hits here, and they're attached to it.
Stop for
Do you
one
know
second.
where you're? Let me.
Oh.
He wants me to stop one second. To the conclusion, they had nursing homes. Instead of putting people into the hospital, they put them in the nursing homes where there is no. There was no air purifiers, and the old people, they got them eliminated that way.
All right.
Hey, Daddy, you're saying all right, but was that right? Did he do it? No. He says, follow the beat. Now you come here. Look, everybody's ordering this. Florida, nobody. Why? Florida went in this another attack, and who's going to get 36 football games this year? Florida. Why is that? They got a stadium with less than 3,000 people. Maybe it's 2,900. 36 football games is going to be played there. That's going to bring money into the people's economy. Did that stimulate Detroit when you burned the and do you know how many people died? They don't know because who came to the United States Rescue when Detroit was burning out of control? Canada. And what did they do with the guys in Canada? They sent them to other counties. To the white, is the Canadians going to the white people? It's not because they hate blacks. It's because they didn't want the Canadians to get killed. So then they went all the way to Toronto.
Time out.
Okay.
go ahead.
There
One
we
more
go.
thing. Remember a few seconds ago when I said he opens the lock and change accommodation?
Yes,
Remember I
Trump.
said that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what he's talking about, what they did with the hospitals and everything. Okay, like Trump was looking after people. So tell me this: why is it that every state that he goes to, after he leaves, coronavirus cases and deaths increase? Every state that he rallies in, that has happened so far. Why does he continue to do that when he knows the consequences? When he knows people are dying because of his presence, why does he continue to do
I'll answer
that?
that question.
Population control.
You don't answer that question. Answer
Yes,
that question.
he's talking in stereo now. Now, Martin Luther King, whenever he went someplace, they say it broke out into a riot. Why didn't they lynch him and stop these riots? Everything he says about Donald Trump was said about Martin Luther King. Only he's flipping the script, changing the noun,
Hey, look here.
and saying Trump instead of Martin Luther King.
Stop.
Okay, let's see what's going
When
on.
Martin
right
Luther
now.
King was going around the country speaking,
Right.
people weren't getting any type of virus. People were getting the virus just for showing up. Just Trump's caravan. That's what they used to call it. That's what he called the Mexicans coming. When he goes to the state or the city and leaves,
Right.
coronavirus cases increase and more people die. That's nothing like Martin
you
Luther King.
calling-
The riots because of Martin Luther King came, those were racist riots. Those were white people getting upset because a black man is speaking good sense.
Right.
Trump is coming in, it don't matter what he says. Trump can just come and show up and stand still and not say nothing. But because people are gathering around him and they're not wearing a mask and social distancing, every time he leaves the state, like we said, like what happened in Oklahoma, when the people ask, what can you do to help us? And he says, we'll send you body bags, because he already knew that people were going to die.
No, that was Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
With the Indians. The Indians said they asked for help and for aid from the White House, and the White House sent them body bags.
Right. So Trump is knowing that people are going to get the coronavirus.
Right.
That, you can't even compare that with Martin Luther King.
I'll be back with another
No,
part
wait.
of
I want
World
to show this. You got an
Sidewalk
EBT card? See what this
politics.
is? You got a college education. I
I'll
can
be
tell
back.
by the way
This
you're
is
talking.
Leroy
You
with
say
another
your
video.
statement, you read first.
Don't forget
You
to
got one of these?
subscribe to my channel.
Why not?